Hello, boys and girls. Say hello to the boys and girls.
I've made a mistake. Hello.
She's made a terrible, terrible mistake. Hello, everybody. I can... oh, I can't. I thought I could. I thought I had my measurer in my pocket. I was going to tell you how far away you are. I don't have a measurer in my pocket. It's keys and wallet, so that's less interesting. In my bag, probably, which is upstairs. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? We're back. We're back from Manchester. What a lovely time we've had in Manchester at Bricktastic. Goodness me, did we buy some... In fact, to tell you what, so much has changed since the last stream. We've been to Manchester. We've had 1 million view TikTok. We've bought the Coliseum, which apparently we said on the last stream, this time last week, we'd never get. Within a week, we have it. Obviously, we've done the Patreon.
What do you know?
That's a thing we're probably going to need to talk about tonight. And this afternoon, we went and signed the contract for the storage unit, the new Block Party Lego City studio. And I've spent the afternoon there measuring up and planning with Matt, the person who helps me with these things, because he's a nerdy genius. So much has changed. But hello, welcome along. If you are here in the stream for the first time, so we've had a huge influx of new people, both on TikTok and YouTube off the back of Bricktastic, and probably to a lesser extent, all the Patreon fun we've had. That's been shared around a bit as well. Anna is partway through building the largest Lego set ever made, the world map, the YTJ. Thank you for 10 months. Is that our doorbell? I'll carry on with that in a minute. Imagine this is the Bricklink Designer Programme.
It's Dave's old man food.
That's less fun.
Because Dave is now old. So that's his old food being delivered today. He's still got his young food to finish, but it's his old food being delivered. Right, I think I've made an unmade or terrible mistake.
Right, he knocked the camera as part of all that.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
He did. I watched it move. So yeah, Anna. Oh, I watched it move before I left the room because I watched it move. Anna is building the largest Lego set ever made, the world map, which, if we'd have timed it right at Bricktastic, we could have bought a second one off for £150. Because after I finished recording the video and after we'd bought the Coliseum and the Batwing and the Friends set, but before we bought the Bernabeu football stadium, in that gap between the two of those, when the queue was about 3 hours long, I noticed people buying the world map for £150. I mean, we got some good deals on the stuff we bought, so I can't be too upset about the bad deal this now was. But over, I mean, if we group together the world map, the Coliseum, the Bernabeu, the Batwing, and the Friends one,
we keep saying Bernabeu. What's that?
Football stadium.
Oh.
If we group all them together as a group, we saved loads of money on that group of sets. Never mind we. Oh, but Anna's building this. This is like the 4th or 5th stream of building this. How far into it do you reckon you are?
There.
She's getting on for halfway through. When it is done, obviously we'll show it. We're not going to get done on tonight's stream. I am going to be building this because now we've got the studio. I can start building my Animal Crossing sets that I've been hoarding.
But where are you going to put them right now?
It doesn't matter where I'm going to put them right now. I'll put them on the floor. They'll be in this. The studio will be ready to take Lego this time next week. So I'm going to start building these. And very happy about that. But before that, one of our Patreon perks is to say thank you to everybody who is at architect level or above once per month on the stream. So because we've got so many new people, because we didn't have it on the last stream, I now need to say thank you to 78 people. So before I start building, bear with me on that. Let's check. It was amazing to meet you at Bricktastic. Me and my missus were in front of you and for having the queue to get in. Oh, there we go. See, that's the thing. When I met so many of you over the weekend. Didn't ask anybody's names. You need to add that to my script when I meet people. I need to find out because obviously there's going to be names I recognise from the comments and from the streams. If I'd have known you were Jack Hunt, I'd have said, "Oh, it's Jack Hunt." I recognise your name from the stream. I used to work at the Jack Hunt School in Peterborough. I did some of my training. I didn't work there. Literally just had a look at your Patreon. Absolutely smashed it. Absolutely, we smashed it. Thank you very much for everyone who helped us smash it. By the way, as part of that, we've also given the YouTube channel memberships a little bit of a refresh as well, because obviously we still have this. We still have the stream and we still have the channel memberships here on YouTube. That's not going away. the Patreon is basically all about the Lego City. The channel memberships is kind of being retargeted to being all about the live streams. So this stuff is what the channel memberships are all about. And you may have also noticed over the last couple of days, if you are a channel member, you've had early access to videos. So you got early access to the one that came out yesterday. Channel members got that on Saturday. And the one that's coming out tomorrow, channel members got that yesterday. So you got that like 2 days early. So that's one of the things we've added to the YouTube channel memberships. And we've also added in a new tier channel membership as well. But we're not talking about channel memberships tonight. Tonight we're saying thank you for Patreon. So the 78 people I need to say thank you to for being in the Patreon at architect level or above. We have Paul Raymond, Ewan Horsley, Malcolm Elthorpe, Lee Gale, Marty McFly. Thank you to all of you. Also thank you. If that one made you chuckle, bear with me. Also say thank you to Stuart Moore, John Wells, Footy Madman 007, Sonia Kemp, Simon Spencer and Richard Ingram. And also big thanks to Sarah Bostock, Cal, Chris, Athena King, Daryl Willems, Steve Soul, I don't know how to say your name, Steve, if you're here, I'm sorry. BP Bill, James Short and Brick Enthusiast. Also thank you to Rosalind Baldwin, David Carter, Justin Hepburn, LOL, Aaron Jones, Chris B and Oliver Clapworthy. Also thank you to Ruthie, Vicky Matthews, Scenic Fen, SP Barnes 77, Michael Strachan, who presumably is the brother of Michaela Strachan.
Don't know what it is.
You don't know who Michaela Strachan is. We'll get back to that. Tony Rogers, Teresa Gage, Danny Grocott, Ed, Ian Harbour, Michael Korf, and also thank you to Sarah Thurston, Ian Sticklen, Callum McKenna, Felination, who I think is also a channel member over on the Lelujo channel. I don't recognise that one. Laura Fletcher, Baz MC, Wendy Wyeth. And then lastly, thank you. Oh no, we've got another page to tab to. It won't be lastly, but thank you, Sandra, Real Player, Anna Lovesy, Matty B, Hugh G. Rection.
Bad.
Who will be? They're a city developer. They're in £25 a month.
No.
We're going to have to keep calling them that.
Move.
Anna's dropped something, I think.
Move out the way.
Oh, me? I thought it was on to Dave.
Move.
Also, thank you to Terry Payne, Sammy Davies, Jack Hunt, Tracy, Ali Chapman, Ryan Foster. Yeah, I did a double take. That's my ex-wife's name. I did a proper double take when that one came in. I think this Ali Chapman is a gentleman. Ryan Foster, Mark Christensen, Paula Brereton, Mark Bell, Steve-O, Christopher Bell. That's 2 bells in a row. Nova Rest.
Ding dong.
There we go, ding dong indeed. Alex Wilson, Dagenham Dan, and thank you as well to Peter Davies, Tracy Burton Housel, Dan Jarrett, David Deans, Jessica Perfect, Adam Wood, Philip Greenfield, Nick Collard, Phil Stapleton, Where is the Line, Freddie G, Stuart McFeet, Chayton Arthur, and Joe. Joe, by the way, signed up before I even launched it. When I put it on Discord for it to be proofread, Joe had already signed up. Thank you to all of you. You are all heroes. It is very much appreciated. Without you, and of course all the other people who joined up to the Patreon as well at the other levels, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did today, which was...
So who's that guy? Girl, woman?
What?
You said who?
Michaela Strachan used to present the Really Wild show. Everyone my age probably fancied Michaela Strachan when they were a kid. I would guess.
You're old.
Yeah. Constantly had that as a kid. And are you related to Gordon? There you go. Michael Strachan's in there. Are you related to Gordon Strachan?
Who's Gordon?
Used to play for Man United, Leeds, Scotland, amongst others. What time are we going on until? Until we're done. I've still got to finish the video about going to the storage unit and get some measurements over to Matt for various... So probably 9:30, 10-ish. I don't know that we'll do a full 3 hours tonight because I've got a couple of hours work to do after we're done.
And I'm tired.
There you go. Miss Topher knows who Michaela Strachan is. Glad I didn't go to Bricktastic. Oh yeah, I said to Matt this afternoon, if it hadn't been for Miles Jacobson, I'd have spent a fortune at Bricktastic.
Miles.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for Football
Miles.
Manager being cancelled, I'd have
Miles,
found a way to
miles.
get a van in there and just fill it up. There's so much stuff I wish I'd have got that. I didn't even see the medieval blacksmith, which is apparently over £80, only £80. I would have got that. I can't believe I've watched the video back 3 times and I still don't know why I put the VW camper back. I had it in my hands. I was walking around with it, and then I picked up the Batwing and gave the camper to Pab and told him to put it back, and then picked up more. I don't know why I gave it. I don't know why I put it back. I don't understand. I don't know what. I think I genuinely thought I was only going to buy 1 set. Sarah Bostock, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Yeah, what an event. It was a mad time. You're going to have to go until I finish the Spider-Man art I just started. We'll see what we can do. I'm 39, Michaela, Terry Nutkins and Chris Packham were my childhood. Exactly. Did you not watch The Really Wild Show?
Oh wow, Allah. How old would I have been?
I mean, my brother watched it and you're his age, so...
Yeah, but how old is he?
I mean, it would have been on from when you were like 5 to 15, I should think.
Well, 15 I wasn't then. So.
No, but 5 you were. I don't understand how you didn't watch it. It was like it was a proper staple of kids' TV.
Maybe I did,
throughout
but
the
I don't
80s and
remember
90s.
names. You know, I'm
She was the blonde one off of that. What was the stand called with all of the bargains? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Bits
I know,
and something.
yeah, they've got a shop in Leeds. They won't have prices like that at their shop though. Basically, I have since found out more information about it. Basically, he has a shop in Leeds and he's an official authorised Lego reseller. So he sells Lego at his shop anyway. So all of the stuff in the video that was on the shelves is the stock from his shop. That's why it was normal prices. But because it's a charity event, and he's a Lego authorised reseller, he was able to contact Lego and basically buy a bunch of pallets of damaged box clearance stock that was previously on the shelves in Lego stores, didn't sell either because of box damage or it being retired. The stuff that Lego were selling and then it retired and they stopped selling, he basically bought a load of pallets of that. Fiesta Man, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. He didn't know what was going to be on any of the pallets, just bought the pallets and then put them all up at basically what he paid for them. Took a small... I don't even know if he took a profit. I mean, it's a charity event. So I suspect he just basically bought all these pallets, brought them along and sold them at stock to make the event even more awesome. So I spoke to the organiser of Bricktastic while I was there as well, and he said that guy is a trader there every year and he's never done that before and there's no guarantee he'll ever do it again. He might not be able to get it off Lego again, so there's no guarantee that we'll ever see anything like that again. It might have just been a one-off moment of awesome. Certainly, I think the sets that he had, will never see them for those prices ever. You will never again see the Coliseum available for £300.
What is going on today?
Anywhere, ever. You will never see a £300 Coliseum ever again.
But I did.
No, exactly.
And I was in bed.
And there's so much, like you'll never see the police station for £125 ever again. There's so much stuff like that. It was a moment in time.
And I was in bed.
Exactly. Anna was in bed and I sent her that one picture because I figured that's the one she'll want most of all, the Coliseum.
And I thought it said £3,000 because he can't take a still picture.
I think I was shaking. I was so excited. I'd just seen the Coliseum for £300. I think if Anna had been with us, we'd have probably spent double.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was actually restrained because I didn't want to tell Anna I'd spent £1,000.
Bring it.
It's too heavy. My shoulders hurting. They know what the Coliseum looks like.
It's the 3rd biggest Lego set.
Yeah.
What's the 2nd?
Eiffel Tower.
So I have the world map and I have the Eiffel Tower.
You have 2 of the big 3. But yeah, I think if Anna had been with us, there's a good chance we'd have bought the Titanic for £450. I think that might have happened.
Oh, if the Colosseum wasn't there, yes.
Anna would have noticed the medieval blacksmith and I'd have got that as well. We'd have definitely got the camper van.
The camper van I would have had.
We probably would have bought another copy of the Friends set at £90 or whatever it was.
I already have it. I don't need it. Yeah.
But you ain't building it. You want to keep? Wouldn't you want one to build? You like one in the box, one to build. Anna probably would have bought a modular or 2. She's got the police station and the bookshop, but I think Anna might have picked up like the jazz club or something like that because they were all £125. We definitely would have spent a lot more. So it's for the best that Anna wasn't with me because
I was in.
we were able to restrict ourselves to like a £500 spend. Which...
If you can see the front, you can tell them what the name is because it's on the front of it.
Oh, is it on the front of the
Yeah.
thing? The name of the shop is Bricks and Bits. I'm going to reach out to the guy and see if we can go and do a video in his shop. The prices won't be the same, but I think he deserves a bit of credit for being a hero. I'd quite like to talk to him and have him explain what happened and how it happened. Because I think that would be quite a cool video.
My head hurts, so...
Great chatting to you at Bricktastic on Saturday. Thanks for stopping by our display. Thank you very much for putting on an awesome display. It was all so good.
I said I'd give a shout out to Ian, but I don't know if Ian is here. So
there you go, do it.
Anyway. I don't know if he's here.
I'm renting a van for next year's convention. Well, that's the thing. The amount of America, it shows the difference in this. If you're American, this isn't me having a pop, but showing the different mentality between Americans and Brits. Because every American who's commented on that is like, I can't believe the first person didn't just buy it all. And I don't think anyone there, it crossed their mind to buy it all. But yeah, apparently something like that could never happen in America because the first person would just buy everything.
But that's just, it is a shop. So
I'd like to think the guy running it was so awesome that he just would have said no. No, there's loads of people. Because he's obviously done that in order to create a buzz and make a charity event a big feel-good thing. He didn't have to sell that stuff that cheap. Once he scored the clearance stuff off Lego, he could have sold it at retail price. He could have put it on eBay and tried. I mean, he could have got 900 quid for the Colosseums. He sold them for 300, but he sold them below original RRP. It's madness.
I can buy one for.
But yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get a van in there. Literally, everyone was limited by what they could carry. Because if you couldn't carry it, you had no way of getting it out.
Are we spelling it?
What?
Colosseum.
COL.
No. COL.
O. There you go. And it wasn't as if you could. But I mean, we bought stuff and then took it back to the hotel and went back. And by the time we got back, the queue was 3 hours long. So you couldn't like keep looping round and dropping stuff back off, or even taking it out to the car. The queue was so long, it was preventing that from happening. Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome. Sorry to ask again, but it threw me. What's the story with the Christmas tree? It's not a Christmas tree, it's a winter tree.
It's just a tree.
It's still winter, that's a winter tree. Once it stops being winter, we'll take the winter tree
down. There you go,
down.
I can get one on eBay for £869.77.
I was telling people all weekend, I've had a buy price on StockX for the last year at $585, I think, for the Colosseum.
What are you doing?
And
you are such
we've never got anywhere near it.
He's just tipped over loads of Lego. Can we move the table that way? Like, very much that way.
Dave is being an absolute terror as well, because he's been at the kennels, so he's just being a nightmare. And he's been home 24 hours, but he is just being a nightmare.
It's going everywhere,
He was only there for 2 nights.
Oh, we should have brought you home. Oh,
yeah,
David.
I think he might be leaving there. Should have brought a shopping cart. The thing is, nobody knew it was going to be that. It was going to be there. It's never been like that before. Although that guy goes to Bricktastic every year. Can you not shout right next to the microphone?
Well, you need to tell him.
Although that guy's there every year, he's never done that before. So nobody went in expecting to be buying like a UCS Millennium Falcon or an AT-80 or a Colosseum or a massive football stadium.
But you're not going to watch your video of me taking your
Anna really wants her TikTok of her transporting my football stadium to be the big one of the weekend. The problem is, the day before we got our second biggest TikTok ever that got like 500,000 views at the Legoland Discovery Centre, and then we've had over 1 million views on the one from the Bricktastic. It's been a mad time. So unfortunately, as funny as Anna's TikTok was, it's not quite on that level. What did you do on Sunday after Brickfest? You should have stayed because there were new mocks. I mean, we weren't going to stay. I don't need to be in there twice. I got enough content. Why were there new mocks? Why did people not just display everything on the first day? That seems odd. But we came home on Sunday.
Because it was raining.
Yeah, we had planned to have a day out in Manchester and just do some Manchester things, but it was throwing down the rain. So I had to go to Sainsbury's first thing, buy a roll of bin bags, so I could wrap all the Lego in bin bags so it didn't get ruined in the rain getting back to the car. So I had to walk across Manchester. I say across Manchester. The car park was right next door to the hotel. You must have moved the camera as well. There you go.
I didn't touch the camera.
It's at a different angle now. But yeah, I had to carry a Colosseum in a bin bag to keep it dry from the rain. There you go. The Really Wild Show ran from 1986 to 2006. So it definitely would have been on when you were a small one. But yeah, we had a lovely time. And I mean, I can't believe we're talking about that more than the Patreon. I still think the Patreon's the big news of the last few days. The fact that you lot funded it.
Not to everybody else.
It clearly is to them because they funded
know what happened.
it. Clearly is to them because they funded it so quickly.
But they are
Let me thank the people.
They
You're
are-
sounding ungrateful.
No, I'm saying they're flabbergasted at the prices.
So let me be flabbergasted at how awesome they are. I'm trying to be a YouTuber.
I'm just saying.
You don't need to just say. We need to be grateful and thankful.
No, I don't want people to think I'm being ungrateful. I'm just saying I just think getting the
Can
prices.
I do my segue though and get back to thanking people, which is what I was trying to do? Goodness me. Thank you. You're all awesome. I've measured up the storage unit this afternoon. I've just got to finish. I can't quite do the original layout of tables that I originally planned because there's a pillar halfway through a walking.
No.
Halfway through a walking area, there's a pillar, so I just need to rearrange the shape slightly. We can still get as much in. It just needs to be a slightly different shape, so I need to finalise that. The good news is we're not going to need as much sound dampening, soundproofing stuff as we thought.
You know what you're going to need?
What?
Some, like, illuminating the best colour you can get for that pillar because you will trip over it.
I mean,
You
it's
will walk into it.
It's massive. There's,
Kevin nearly walked into a pile of toys the other day.
because they were on the floor. This pillar's at eye height.
On the floor.
Yeah.
At eye height, you're going to hit your head then.
Well, it's a pillar. It's from floor to ceiling. I'll see it.
Oh, I just thought we didn't get one with a pillar.
Don't worry about it. I wish you'd have just come, and then you'd know it's
You didn't
not.
ask me to come.
It's not a big. Would you have wanted to sit there for 3 hours with no
No.
chair? There we go. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take up any space. It just means I have to. It's literally like that far out, and all it means is rather than me having 40 centimetres to walk through, I'd only get 30 centimetres to walk through. And I don't think that's a big enough gap for me to walk through without knocking Lego. So I need to adjust it so that we have a little bit more space there and a little bit less space somewhere else. So I'm just shuffling slightly. It's fine.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Are we going to do elevation? Like, yeah, there's going to be a raised platform. Me and Matt have sat there and planned it all out this afternoon. It's going to be
Where
awesome.
did you sit?
On the floor. Well, we stood. We stood there and planned it all out this afternoon, and it's going to be great. There's going to be a video coming soon, but I think we should have the tables in by the end of the week if we can get IKEA to deliver them quickly enough. It's 23 tables that we need to assemble. We also need to order some wood. And there's a few, and hang some backdrops up on the wall and stuff. Full details will be in the video and over on Patreon. But I would suggest by middle of next week we'll be moving Lego in, which means we're only a couple of weeks away from these streams moving up into what is currently the Lego City room, because that's going to become our Lego build and stream room. So we'll have a permanent setup like this up there where the table can't move, the camera can't move.
It moving.
There'll be a permanently mounted camera and lighting. We're going to have proper microphones, like shotgun microphones, so that it sounds actually good. The professionalism is going to jump up massively. It's going to be great. Everything is levelling up. And it's all thanks to the lovely boys and girls. So thank you very much. I thought for a minute there these weren't numbered bags. I'm building, 20 minutes in, I'm building this because I'm making a start on my Animal Crossing set. This one is KK's Concert at the Plaza, which is the one that was obviously missing.
What is happening?
I imagine someone was a jerk and Topher's hiding us from it. This was the one that was missing on the first wave of Animal Crossing because it's the main big building thing. And this will be the centre of our little Animal Crossing area. I don't know if we're going to do an Animal Crossing area in the city or whether we'll do an Animal Crossing diorama, because one thing I have decided off the back of this weekend.
Oh no, they are.
I really want to display at Bricktastic next year. And I think what I'm most likely to want to display is an Animal Crossing island. So I think I might make an Animal Crossing island diorama. So it'll be separate from the city. I don't know where I'm going to build such a thing. Probably in one of the corners of the city, because obviously if we're having a 200 base plate city, it's going to be months and months and months before that's actually full.
And I can put my shoe.
And I can put a shoe in there somewhere, yes. We'll have shoe park. Right,
No,
just
no.
get my 20
No,
points.
just a shoe. Just a shoe in the middle. No, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just there.
Yes, yes, it is Matt, FM Matt, yeah.
We love Matt. Matt's great.
Genuine question, whatever substantial amount of people cancel their Patreon subscription.
Then we close it down.
Shall I be the one who fields the questions so I can answer them properly? It's not the truth. Obviously, the idea is that we're able to produce more content off the back of doing this. This is more a jumpstart and
1, 2, 3,
like
4.
fast forwarding a process that was going to be happening anyway. So the ideal situation is, because we've now had the Patreon, we've been able to get the storage unit, which means we can increase the content, which should in turn increase views and add revenue on the back end. So
The Christmas tree never left.
So theoretically, as long as everything continues to grow, I would imagine by 3 or 4 months down the line, we could cover the cost of the storage unit without the Patreon if need be. At that point, we'll have a discussion with the patrons and say, look, shall we cancel this now? Or do we keep it going and use the money to continue fast forwarding things and use it to invest in more Lego? So more stuff for the city, more cool builds. I've got some ideas from really big, awesome stuff that we can do.
6, 10.
So, yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, if month 2, everyone cancels their Patreon, then we'll probably have to give the keys back on the storage unit and bring everything back home, which would be a long way from ideal. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I don't expect everybody's going to cancel their Patreon. That would be odd. Oh, wow. A nice smiley face at the start of the book. Who's that?
Yep.
It's a fox face. Are you going to put a Christmas tree in the new storage room? No, because it won't be winter. So will the rest of your non-city stuff remain at the house? Yes. No, there's not going to be any... The studio, we're not calling it a storage unit anymore. The studio, we've got to be professional. We've got to use the right language. No. Are you just going to be contrary to everything tonight?
I'm asking a question. So what will be upstairs then?
Office and build / stream room.
Which is a studio, yes?
No. The studio is where the city is. We've got to get the right terminology in place. So that is just for the city.
And my shoe.
Which is going to be part of the city, so it's just for the city. So, yeah, everything that's not city related will stay here. Those big shelves that we've got in what will become the stream room.
So all Kevin's non-Lego will stay here. Yeah?
Yeah. Like all the mega stuff and all that. Yeah, that can't even be in that room. We need to find a place.
We'll sell them if you've not
Well,
got
no,
them, have you?
we're not going to sell them. They were Christmas presents. We just can't put, if we want to be Lego ambassadors, we can't put them anywhere where they'll be in videos. So we'll find a spot for them. They might go in the bedroom or something, or in here. Because I guess we're not going to stream very much from in here anymore. Or we won't stream in here at all. So maybe non-Lego stuff comes in here. Or my office. Or we'll figure something out.
3.
But yeah, any non-city stuff will stay here. Like all my Batman stuff will stay in my office.
Oh, you could have a Batman corner.
Not in the studio. Not in the city, you can't.
What about your background? Your background one, your big one. Where's that going to go?
What are you saying?
The big Batman. The big wall.
Use
one.
a full sentence.
The wall Batman. The wall. One of them.
So nothing to do with the city.
Where's that going?
Nowhere. Because it's only city stuff that's going, and that's nothing to do with the city.
But this isn't a city.
It's going to be in this.
But it.
Why can't there be an Animal Crossing section of the city?
Because they're not. No, never mind. I've got a headache today. I had to put on my new patch today, so I'm not very.
That's a good point. Maybe we should change the day we stream. If you take new morphine every Monday, maybe streaming on Mondays isn't a good idea. Is the storage unit secure? Yes. Do you need insurance for the contents? No, because we already have it. There has to be at least one Batman in the city. The little tumbler that came out in January will definitely be moving with the city, because that's in the city now.
Why is that moving?
So the bat symbol, the bat signal that I've got on top of the police station and the little tumbler will definitely be coming. There you go, we have a minifig.
What about all your Marvels? Are they going?
Yes, if it's for the city, yes.
Okay, what defines if it's for the city then?
Basically, I decide if I want it in the city, and if I want it in the city, then it's for the city. And if I don't, then it won't. Yeah, it won't go.
Oi! No!
And it's as simple as that. I mean, some of them it's obvious. Like, I don't know, that massive C3PO you've got up there, obviously not for the city.
Why? Who would be in the mood? It'd be a statue.
Whereas that Hocus Pocus house, if you ever decided you didn't want that, that would absolutely go in the city. Notre Dame, not in the city, because it's the wrong scale.
But it's a mini one.
Wrong scale, yeah.
Do you know
so
what
it's
I
the
would
wrong
really
scale.
want to build is one of them upside down houses and shove it in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of them on Rebrickable. When we get to £750 milestone on Patreon, we will be opening up voting for our first custom build that's going in the city, which I think there might have been a little bit of a misunderstanding about what that means. It's not doesn't necessarily mean something I completely create from scratch, because all that will guarantee is that it will be rubbish, because I don't really have the skill to do that. But it means as a group we'll decide on a Rebrickable to do,
What
or
about the football?
a set that we can customize in some way, or maybe a combination of a few different sets, or a combination of an amended Rebrickable. But we'll decide as a group what we're going to do. But an upside down house is something that you could campaign for and get the boys and girls to vote on, and that could become a Patreon thing. I mean, you could, but I know what you're like. You won't just build it, because you hate not having physical instructions.
Hold on, what's going on
And if
here?
you're doing a Rebrickable, obviously you're not going to have physical instructions. Are the walls?
No, I don't mind the electronic ones. I just prefer the books, because I can have the books in front of me. That's all.
Are the walls of the studio going to be decorated with Lego art? No.
Why?
Because that's all here!
I love
And
it.
how would you propose I hang it? On a metal wall?
With your metal...
That we can't stick stuff to?
With your... Hold on. Fugler magnets.
No, I am going to be putting a blue sky
What, you don't have to put
backdrop.
anything on the wall?
Well, I can't amend it. It's not mine. It's just a storage unit. Same reason I can't glue carpet tiles down.
33343.
Although we've decided we don't need carpet tiles.
Everyone should put that when he was with Matt, it should have been filmed so we can all hear what went on.
I mean, you couldn't have heard some of it.
Why?
Some of it's protected by NDAs.
10.
Yes, magnets. Although Matt's told me magnets are a bad idea.
6,
I was going to attach the
6, 6, 3.
I was going to attach the backdrop with magnets, and he did explain to me how that's a terrible idea, because I'm not going to be able to hang them back up when they inevitably slip, because there's going to be a Lego City in the way.
4.
So we're not using magnets as much as I was hoping we were going to be using magnets, which is something of a disappointment. But this is why Matt gets involved in these things. I didn't even ask him. I got a text from him on Saturday, saying, I've watched your video. My spidey sense is
Saturday
tingling.
morning.
Yeah. My spidey sense is tingling. Having watched your video, I assume I'm going to be required. And I'm like, well, I hadn't got that far, but yes, obviously. He's a good boy. He asked if we needed to Kev-proof it as well. Because there's a shelf on one side where I've told him I'm going to plan on putting my keys and my phone and stuff. But underneath it, there's a hole in the floor.
No, you're not going to put them there.
And
Don't
he said,
be
do I
stupid.
need to block that hole off so that you don't lose your stuff? Because I did say the first time I'm going to go in there, I'm just going to throw my keys towards the shelf. Now, obviously, going down the hole. He's met me.
It's like he's like worked with you before.
Yeah, he's used to me. Great to meet... Oh, I've missed that one. Speaking of disappointing magnets, displates are great. We've had a number of displates and never had a problem with them. Those pictures there are displates. We haven't done a displate sponsorship for about 5 years either, so it's not
I
just...
bought them ones.
Yeah. We're not just saying that because we have to. I think displate's great.
You
They
have
wanna
to,
sponsor
you
us
have
again.
to use the sticky things that come with them, or it won't work.
There you go. So speaketh
6,
Anna.
6, 9 and 7. 9. Not 9. No. No, no.
I missed the whole beginning of the
Nine.
live. Don't worry, you can watch it on replay. YouTube's great like that.
7.
It was great. We said some great things.
Matt, IT Guru, and Kev's carer. Oh, he has a bunch of carers. There's me. There's Pab. We all take it in turns. That's why Pab was with us at the weekend, because I just didn't want to get up that early. I needed a lay-in. So Pab...
You have a lay-in every day. What do you mean you needed a lay-in?
I do not... you say I get a lay-in. I'm in bed, but I don't get a lay-in because you bang about, Kevin. You're not quiet. I leave the room gently. Close the door gently. Come downstairs gently. He... crash and whatever.
And Kevin. No.
I like my tree.
You can take magnets on a cruise to hand things. Yeah, we do that. You'll see that in our cruise videos, which I assume you've watched. Evening, Kevin, Anna. Great to meet you at Bricktastic. I'm super socially awkward, so am I. So when I heard Anna say your name, I was stood plucking up the courage to say hi. Yeah, I mean, then presumably you met us and realised I was even more socially awkward than you. And we probably just looked at each other. That's what I do with the really awkward ones. We just look at each other for a bit and then kind of drift away from each other. Were you one of those? Because that is very much as much my fault as it is anybody else's. My stickies came loose. I've reinforced with command strips. Oh, we've never had that problem.
And then 8, yes.
How long's the journey to the new storage unit? 10 minutes, maybe? Not very long. It's the shortest commute to work I've ever had, I think.
What, to the garage?
Well, that doesn't count, does it? Because at the moment, I'm in an office next to our bedroom, so that's even short of it. No, my actual commute to somewhere that's not home, it's the shortest one I've ever had, so it's fine. It's not like I'm going to be there every day.
I'll never see him.
Well, you are invited to come. We're going to have a lovely old time. Stick, you stupid tree. There you go. You rascal.
New viewer and new to Lego. I stumbled upon your channel and yesterday I bought my first Lego, the 3-in-1 dragon.
Oh,
no.
That's a great set. What do you mean no? That's the best.
Oh no, that you've
Oh,
bought
I was going to
Lego.
say, that 3-in-1 dragon is incredible.
It's a very slippery slope. Be careful.
Does the does the studio have tea and coffee facilities? Yes, and toilets and a gym.
Do you think it has a gym? Where?
Apparently they've got a gym. I don't know where it is.
Where's this gym? I
don't think we're going to be using the gym there, but
if there's a gym, I want to see it.
it's got meeting rooms, and so if I need to have important business meetings, I can use the. It's all included in the price as well. It's got power and internet. I don't know that the internet's going to be strong enough for me to stream from there ever. We might have to amend some of the ideas for streaming from there. I mean, we'll try it and we'll see how we go. I uploaded the TikTok and YouTube shorts from there earlier, and they didn't take too long, so maybe it'll be all right for
you can also
any
access
feed stream.
24/7, can't you? I believe. Can't you?
It says 24/7 access for our most valued customers, and we didn't discuss it, so I don't know if I'm one of their most valued customers or not. I can't imagine we'll ever need to be in there outside of normal opening hours. Normal opening hours are 8 till 8, so I can't imagine ever needing to be there outside of those hours.
Is it heated?
No.
It's not heated?
No.
There's no heat?
Oh. What,
I think it was cold.
yes.
No, not going.
Well, it's not cold. Matt was in there in shorts and t-shirt for 2 hours this afternoon.
Where's
and didn't have a problem.
been?
He doesn't wear trousers.
What do you mean he doesn't wear trousers?
Doesn't wear trousers. He likes shorts. Yeah, I don't think it... I'd be more concerned if it was heated, to be honest, because in both the Lego rooms I've had now, I've turned off the radiator and never turned it back on again. In my office, the radiator's never been on in both of these houses. So places where I work and have studio lights on and stuff like that, they get hot in a small space. Just the massive lamps that we're going to have in there to light the place is probably going to be enough to heat it. And if it gets too cold, we'll just take a PlayStation. Well, no, it's a small space. You could heat that with a PlayStation. Yes, Bricktastic is just once a year. Be aware. They won't necessarily ever have prices like that again. That was first time ever, potentially only time situation. There you go. I've done a little thing, a little one of them.
What's he got?
Lego, by the sounds of him.
What have you got?
Dave is a jerk.
Please try and get it off
The
him.
great thing about when we move the streams upstairs is Dave won't be in the room with us.
What have you got? No, he hasn't got Lego. He's got a box of some kind. this dog. Right. We like to have our tree up. It makes me happy.
What have you got in your mouth?
That's what I'm trying to get off him. I thought that's what you went to get. A box.
I got my drink from McDonald's. We had a McDonald's for tea, everybody.
No, why? Because Kevin was gallivanting around with his friend.
Working. I was working late because I am Kevin.
You weren't working late. It was half
I'm working
five.
late now. Hold on. That is either the camera's moved or the table's moved.
You
'cause
moved
Look
when
at
you-
that terrible angle.
When you got out, you moved it so far.
Okay. If your answer... Sorry if your answer dropped. I joined your Wall of Fame the other day. How do I send the name for the Brick Wall of Fame? On the members tab, there is a post on there where I ask, and it's the one that's got like 200 responses. Just pop it as a response on there, and I'll get it done. What's the best McDonald's meal? Breakfast.
But Kevin couldn't have one
Woohoo!
yesterday.
True.
And he was stressing. Because it was raining.
Because I didn't want your Colosseum to get wet.
I don't care if the box gets wet.
Says the person who likes to keep them in the boxes on display.
Yes.
That Colosseum will never get built.
It will. When I have somewhere to put it. Have you seen the footprint for
Well, that's
it?
another advantage of the stream room appearing upstairs.
Yeah,
We've
but
got
I
those
don't like
massive deep
shelves.
shelves. What do you mean you don't like
I
shelves?
don't like shelves.
What do
you
you
can't
mean
see
you don't-
anything. There's
What
like
do you
there's like
mean?
a half an inch of like you can't see. It's like these. You can't see the bottom of the brickheads because they've got
Because
a lip
it's
on
got
it.
a lip. The ones upstairs don't have a lip. The ones upstairs don't have a lip. What do you mean? They don't have a lip.
5, 4, 3, 4.
Is the storage unit the end game? Studio. Is the studio the end game, or have you got designs on an even bigger space? There is no end game. There is no limit. I want this to be my full-time job for the rest of my life. So, I would love
Are you 3?
I would
Are
love
you-
in.
Yes. I'm talking to myself.
I would love in 5 years for us to have a massive warehouse. I would love in 10 years for us to own Legoland. You know,
We're not going to own Legoland.
there's no limit to the plan. As soon as you achieve one thing, you push on to the next thing. I'm far too young to be thinking in terms of end game. So, no, is the honest answer.
3.
There'll come a point where we fill the studio, the storage unit. There'll come a point when that gets full, and at that point we look to expand further and keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Because why wouldn't we? I've just realised I haven't built the minifig. What are you huffing about, female?
My nose again.
Your nosy nose. Nose, nosy, nose. Can't believe I've not built the best minifig in the entire range. Because it's KK Slider. With his guitar. There he is, look. He's got a little tail.
Well, he is a dog.
As you were saying about the tree, I've always wanted to leave mine out, but
It's just a
I
tree.
know from you... Yeah, it's fine. I don't know the way Merlin's going. Legoland might be put up for sale. Yeah, we'll buy it.
Merlin is not having the time.
Well, then we'll buy Legoland.
Well,
At the very
they
least,
are. They've sacked all their performers. They're sacking off like all this other stuff. I just know they've done the performers recently. They're not having Oktoberfest. They're not doing this, that, and the other.
Well,
1, 2,
I mean, the reason Legoland
3,
Windsor was sold to Merlin in the first place is because Lego was struggling for money back at the time. So maybe it'll just mean that Lego can buy it back. Because obviously Lego no longer struggling.
thanks to Star Wars.
And Harry Potter and adults.
I'm not
And
allowed a
COVID.
studio. Because if mine
What do you mean
was
you're not allowed a
if mine was
studio?
bigger, Kev would have to make his bigger, and then I would want a bigger one.
What would you do?
So,
What would you do
see.
in a studio?
I don't know. Never
Well,
get the chance.
Well, of course you get the chance. You got the same chance as me. Come up with a plan, and then follow through on the plan. If you've got an idea, let's do it.
3,
See, she doesn't want to.
6, 4.
What am I making? An Animal Crossing set. They're looking at selling Sea Life, so Lego Centres might be next. There you go. Did you get a chance to listen to the Lego song? I don't know. But what? I have no idea what you mean. I wasn't aware a Lego song had been written, so no. How would I even know about it?
My poor ear.
Ba, 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 ba.
What is the Timothy? Oh, it's only 45.
What are you tapping your fingers at?
You, with your noise.
I'll start chicken bananaing if you're not careful.
Oh, I'll go to bed. I'm already fed up with my nose.
10 years from now, the
1,
video
2,
will be
3,
we've just
4.
bought an 8-bedroom
1,
house to
2,
move the
3,
house of
4,
Lego
5,
City with
1,
plans to run a
2,
Lego railway for
3.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, I would love to have a house with enough land to do a massive outdoor railway.
1,
That would be amazing.
2.
Why not put a bid in for Sea Life Centres? Anna loves sharks after all. It's a very good point. Anna does love sharks.
Right,
That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I'm building an Animal Crossing set, because there was an Animal Crossing thing going on in the Sea Life Centre on Friday.
You didn't know there was. You just happened to stumble.
No, but
up on it.
that put Animal Crossing in my head, which is why I'm building it now. Apparently, Anna's changing her medication makes her really argumentative, as we're finding this evening. Why are you arguing with everything I say? Hey?
Hey?
Do you need a tickle?
Do you?
Yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a artificialised.
Would you have a Lego train going around a tree?
No, because we've got a dog.
Okay.
We have a DOG.
Yeah. A D-O-double-G.
Who likes to
Be an idiot.
swear word trees.
Anna is tired. I am aware. Anna also has to work.
Because I didn't have a nap
That's
today.
how it works.
Because I was playing a game.
There you
Oh,
go.
that is the wrong area. Shouldn't take my eye off the balls. No, not ball. What are these called?
Anna should have loved you in Near Sea Life as it got her a new shark. That's a good point. I did get you a lovely little shark,
just sat in
didn't
the
I?
car looking at
But
the
I got you a
shark.
shark.
This after this one, this single one, I would have done half of it,
Half.
and then I've got to build a frame at some point. I'm assuming. Let's have a look.
And then this is going in our bedroom, isn't it? So when we show it as a completed thing, I'll be shirtless. As a little treat. That might be a Patreon exclusive.
There we go. So from there, this is all. Oh God, you've got to put it together, and then solve the frame.
Goodness me. See, hopefully this will be timed to the point where we've got all of the Lego out of the room upstairs and we can use what is currently the project table to assemble that on, because you're going to need more space than this table to assemble that.
Maybe we just have it on the table. You do that side, and I'll do this side, and we'll meet in the middle. Oh, look at the back. 32
Tis big.
pieces. On
It
the
is a
back.
big one.
22 pieces around. It's excellent time. Why is that?
That'll be the first million view YouTube video, Kev shirtless. Exactly.
Welcome to the party.
Vicky, thank you
Edit
very
see,
much
mate.
for becoming a channel member.
Do you reckon it would be bad if I put the new patching on a Sunday or Tuesday morning?
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, especially if you're doing it on a Tuesday morning, because you're doing it late then. So just do it Tuesday morning next week.
I've had a headache all day, right in this spot.
Right in your
head.
head. A headache in your head, eh?
It was right, I normally have headaches like right on the side and stuff, but this one is like right there, right this area, and it doesn't help with these lights on. Could we potentially have one to light that light off?
Not. No, obviously not. Because we're streaming and people need to be able to see what we're doing.
You see my bag anywhere?
Are you putting your sunglasses on? I don't know where your bag is. Where did you
It
leave
would
it?
be like there.
Nope.
Oh, where's it now? It has to be because it has nowhere else. Oh, it's headache.
Tom, your vlog, I managed to get a ticket for Sunday travelling from York. It was an amazing day at my first LEGO convention. That is awesome. Will you still have a project table for things like the Winter Village and other projects? Everything's up in the air at the moment. It probably won't be a separate table, but there might be an area that we do stuff like that on. Do you want me to help you find it, female?
Yeah.
Oh, it's there. It's hiding behind a Colosseum.
What shall not be in here?
I mean, there's a chance that the Winter Village might become a permanent part of the city.
Do you want to go outside?
Why? To what end? Give me all the
For
information.
my sunglasses.
This is Anna's new habit. She likes to talk in half sentences, so I don't know what she wants.
So I'll be fine.
Do you want me to go and get your sunglasses?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll go and get them in a second. Hold on.
Sorry, people, but this thing's kicking my butt a little bit.
You shouldn't be on your butt.
It really hurts. It's really hard to concentrate.
Right, I'll go and get your sunglasses. You talk to the boys and girls, though. If you run out of things to say, dance.
I've got a Camp Nou and Assembly Square for $1.99 each on Sunday. Well, there you go at Bricktastic. That's really good. I didn't walk the Coliseum. I didn't go mad. It's because I've got acupuncture this week. The doctor last week on Monday told me that acupuncture could help my spine, well, not my spine, but my back problem. Well, not like take it away completely, but at least alleviate a little bit, because I can't get up in the morning. About 3 a.m. my medicine wears off, and then I just lay there in like constant pain, because I'm only allowed to take 8 medicines a day. So, yeah, I'm just having a very bad time sleeping at the moment.
Your sunglasses are not in the glove box.
Then I've lost them.
Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing you'd do.
I couldn't have lost them. Oh.
This is my Beastmaster. My Wolfmaster man. My wolf boy. I might do that after I've done this. It's the first one of them I found in the wild.
Can you look under the pillow?
Which pillow?
That one over there.
There's about 5 over there. Which one shall I look under?
The giraffe. Where did I put my sunglasses?
Talk to the boys and girls.
Yeah, we were.
You've stopped.
I was telling everyone that I'm having very bad time sleeping.
Well, why don't you go to bed or something and let me just carry on?
I can't, because you'll still be making a lot of noise.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'm going to sit here and think, where is
Okay,
my...
so I need to carry on streaming and entertaining the nation.
Yes.
And
I don't think the whole nation is here.
I think they are. And I do suggest you just go to bed if you're not capable of streaming.
I'm here for you, boys and girls. I'm just aching a little bit.
Are you going to National Brick in Coventry? Yes. Yes. We've got, I don't know if we're actually doing it because I've not heard from them in a month. We had something really cool planned for that as well, in conjunction with National Brick events. So I need to chat with them and establish if we're still doing the really cool thing we planned to do.
Dave, where are my sunglasses?
But it is a cool thing. What will stay? Go to the current Lego room. Now you've got the office. If it's Lego City, it goes to the studio. If it's not, it stays here. Simple as that.
Say that again. I didn't hear what
If
you
it's
said.
Lego City, it goes to the Lego City. If it's not, it stays here.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And I'll
5,
be the one who decides if something is for the city or not. Basically, if it's minifig scale and a closed back
What about
building,
the little castles?
No, they're not minifig scale.
But
If
they
it's-
could go in the theme park.
Maybe then, but we'll see. If it's minifig scale and has a closed back, then it is a candidate for the city. If it's anything else, it isn't.
But I thought you wanted like facades at the back.
We might put some facades at the back, but there aren't any sets that are facades.
Well, that French one is, isn't it? Coming
Oh,
out.
that's not minifig scale, and B.
No, but I could up that and
Yeah,
start making
we could
facades.
potentially do some facades. Yes.
I do apologise for me this evening. It is new medication. I don't like it.
This means you suddenly have space for sets like the Titanic. Theoretically, yeah. In what is currently the Lego City room, we've got all those shelves, which will just be for display sets.
I said a tree, not a tree, a bridge.
Yes, I said that to you the other day. You've got room in there for the Tower Bridge. You've got room in there for the Colosseum. If you want to get the Titanic, you've got room in there for that.
I want the Colosseum to be on like a tilt.
Let's see. I would obviously add the proviso that
5,
once the shelves are full, they're full.
3,
And I speak from experience when I say they fill fast.
8.
But yeah, everything in there is available. Will you still be showing the Lego City on here if you're not a patron? Yeah, we'll still be making videos on it. Patrons just get early access to it. But we'll still be making videos, obviously.
We're not putting anybody out
No.
of any content.
I would suggest, even if you're not in a position to back the Patreon, you watch the Patreon video, because it will put your mind at rest about all kinds of questions like that. I explain how it all works, and one of the key things is nobody's going to lose out by not being part of it. People who are part of it will get more. Ultimately, everyone's going to end up with more, because we're going to be able to make more regular and better content as a result of it. But there'll just be even more for the people who are on Patreon. But everyone else is still getting more as well. So everybody wins. Everyone's going to end up with more content of a higher quality than they get currently.
How do I say that name next to
Well,
Jackson?
Yvonne?
Yeah. I did get a letter saying I was going to have the injections in April, right? This is how bizarre the NHS is, right? Well, I don't even know how, I don't know how the NHS work, but they sent me a letter saying, oh, here's your injections, you're having it in April. Excellent. I hadn't got the letter yet, right? The letter came at the weekend. On Friday, when we were taking...
Ah!
Ow.
Helping!
He's already down there.
Yeah, there's a big piece missing.
Move your butt.
There it
Yeah,
no, it's
on the way to taking Dave, they phoned me. I didn't pick my phone up because my phone was in the back.
Ah!
Left a voicemail saying, the letter you got, don't read it. Just put it in the bin, because that person who you're booked with is on holiday. Then why book it? Like, how?
Printed piece.
Like how far in advance did they book their holiday? They said like April, 2nd of April. April's like what? A month away? Is that right?
Nope.
6 weeks away. It just seems very bizarre. But anyway, I'm not having the injections in April, so I have to wait some more. But yeah, apparently I have to fast.
Are you going to have Bernabeu and Camp Nou in the background in my office for FM? Almost certainly, yes.
Oh, so yeah, they're staying here?
Yeah, because they're not minifig scale.
Kevin is a liar and is annoying, because we walked around the same circuit 3 times.
What are you talking about?
At Bricktastic, right? 3 times around the same circuit, right? And every time I went by, like, he would mention, oh, they've still got the football stadiums.
Right, there we go.
So
So I'm not a liar. I just didn't want to stand in a queue, which was true. And then later in the day,
but I was like,
there was a much smaller queue. So then I bought it.
I was like, I'll stay with you, because I was on.
Yeah, but it wasn't about stay. I didn't want to queue for 2 hours. So I wasn't going to buy it. I would have left without buying it if the queue had never died down. I didn't need it that badly. But when it became...
At that price, it was ridiculous
Yeah,
not
but
to.
I wasn't going to queue for 3 hours for it. I
The
can't queue
trust
for that.
that store had is beyond me. Like, people would pick up sets and then walk to the other end of the centre and then stand in line.
Oh,
But
when
anyone
I
could have
walked out, when I walked out holding your Colosseum, which didn't fit in a bag, the amount of people I heard muttering, "He's just taking that."
No, we're not. We've paid for it. The fact that he
Didn't
paid
have a
for
receipt.
it, put it in the back. Yeah, but I'm sure they would have had, like, because you paid by a card.
Yeah.
So it would have been on a card. You're going to just like.
I mean, I did just steal it
No.
and then charged Anna
Then
for
you
it.
can
It was
give
the perfect
me
crime.
the money back. Yes, I was on my scooter.
What did I get later in the day? The burner barrel.
He kept looking at it. He kept walking, because, like, the thing is, right, I walked around it with Pab. Then I walked around with, well, not walked around it, I went around it with, I didn't get off my scooter all day. I did for one picture, but it's because I can stand, not walk. And every time he would mutter, like, I could see, I know what his eyeballs are doing.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
what
I was
he's
very
looking
open about the
for.
fact I wanted it, but I didn't want to stand in the queue for it. I didn't want it that badly.
Anyway, I'm having acupuncture on Wednesday, so I'll let you know all on. We're not streaming Friday.
Which is so annoying because we've had this is me making a terrible mistake. Anna sent me a message when she was at Andy's house the other day saying, "Can we take him to the place he likes to go to on Friday the 28th?" And I checked my diary and I was like, "Yeah, I guess, no issue." And then it was only after I'd picked her up that I reminded her, "Oh no, I've already had the notification from Very that our March 1st Lego pre-orders will be with us on the 28th, so we're actually getting them a day early." So the plan was this Friday we were going to be streaming building new sets before they came out, and now we can't because we're not here. Well, I can't because how are you going to get there?
You could pay £100 for the taxi.
Well, I don't want to do that. That's insane.
No, so
yeah, hopefully they'll come early in the day and I can make a video.
Yeah, but I'll let you know.
It was a
on the
mistake.
next,
A mistake was made.
Yeah.
I've turned up to appointments and found the person I was seeing was on holiday. Yeah, I mean, it's just disorganised, isn't it? It's just the way it is.
But I have to wait.
I've been waiting to have my willy chopped off for a year.
No, he hasn't. Don't say things like
Well,
that.
I have.
That's not happened. Oh, gosh.
I was supposed to have it done last July,
1, 2, 3,
but
4, 5, 6, 7.
we were on holiday, so we postponed it, and they haven't rebooked it yet. So I still have a willy at the moment.
They found Orville, didn't they?
No one here knows who Orville is, in the context of Kevin.
Kevin, just give a quick explanation.
Orville was my friend as a child. And he was found in my dad's loft, so he's coming to live with us. I'm very excited. I took advantage of the amazing prices at Bricktastic. I paid £648 for the bookshop, Assembly Square, Daily Bugle and Police Station. That is some incredible business. Incredible business. I am impressed. Oh. Hope it goes well for you. What, having my penis removed? Or there's a chance you were talking to Anna?
Yeah, I think they were talking to me.
There's a chance, a small chance they were talking to you.
I just want to feel no pain, even for 24 hours. Just no pain whatsoever. Because I'm sick of laying all day and then sitting in this chair for 2 to 3 hours and then going back upstairs and then laying. That's all my life is at the moment. Like, I went to Andy's on, was it Thursday? I came back broken. I've been broken all weekend. I did nothing. I sat with him.
Perhaps you're allergic to him.
I sat with him and helped him with his new computer. Because he wanted things on it and I couldn't remember what they were. Because his old computer was...
Perhaps you've got a computer virus.
I've got something. Just, whole body just doesn't like me.
I'm so hyped for the city unit. So am I, Matt. So am I. I'm giddy. I'm giddy with bells on. There's bells on my giddy. I just want to get this stuff ordered. I want to place a ridiculous IKEA order for 23 tables.
Again. We just gave away tables.
We only gave 3 or 4 away.
Still.
They're £15 each. It's
Well,
not
yes,
like
the other day they were £23 each.
yeah,
So
it
make
depends
your
if you
mind
buy
up.
the legs or not. Matt says I don't need all the legs that I was going to get. It's apparently different tops can say chair legs. I didn't really understand what he was saying, but I'm just going to do what he tells me to do. But bottom line, I don't need as many legs as I thought I needed. So he knows. He's the expert. When are the tables getting delivered? I've not ordered them yet because I'm having to change the design slightly. So as soon as we're done streaming, I'm going to be back on the IKEA room planner, finalising my layout, and then I have to send it to Matt for approval.
Yeah, we can't do anything without Matt.
So I send it to him for approval. He's then going to sign it off for me, assuming it's correct, or tell me why it's wrong, so I can then fix it some more. And then I'll get them ordered. But they can be delivered straight to the storage unit. I checked that today. I don't have to be there when they're delivered. I just have to make sure I go down at some point that day to move them out of their holding bay into the unit. But yeah, it'll be
No.
23, or it won't be 23 tables in the end because we're going to get some double length ones. So it'll probably be about 15 tables of various sizes, a bunch of legs, and then some big pieces of wood for the raised platform. He's Matt Nerdphonic, yes. The Matt. There's only one Matt, apart from the other Matt that's here as well.
We love Matt.
There you go. I've done a little vehicle. This will be driving around the city.
But if Kev's with him all day, I have to remind Kevin to water him and feed him. Because Kevin won't. Kevin will just stand there all day with him. Will you not?
No, it's true. I'm sat building the new monster truck, and I have all 8. Not sure if they're all released. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Can I have a fizzy pop?
Fizzy pop? Where is your fizzy pop?
In the fridge.
You would like a fresh fizzy pop?
Yeah.
An additional beverage?
There's a Fanta in there for you.
Fanta!
Somewhere. I think it's a Fanta. From Amsterdam. He's going to get me a fizzy pop because I would like some fizzy bubbles. What? Why are we putting pressure on you, Matt? I'm sorry, not you, Nerdphonic. Unless you are Nerdphonic, I don't know. Just all hail, Matt, Kevin's other Matt friend.
Amsterdamian pop. Down it.
Does it say orange?
It's Fanta Orange, low calorie, 5% Ruckton sap.
How many? Is it?
It's 5% Ruckton sap, everybody.
It's 48 calories. How many?
The Patreon is over £750. The first poll will go up tomorrow morning.
Right, it says it's 48 grams
Can I have a drink?
calories, but it's got nearly 22 grams of sugar in it.
Yeah, that's the best kind of sugar.
22 grams of sugar.
5% Ruckton sap.
Andy doesn't live with us now.
Andy hasn't lived with us for years. There's videos about it. Oh,
He lives about
I've got Ruckton sap on my nose.
10-ish miles away, so I get to see him every week.
The only reason we were able to start buying as much Lego as we do is because all the kids moved out.
And we didn't have anything in common, me and Kev. We literally didn't.
Apart from video games.
You don't even do that really anymore, did you? You played Football Manager.
Yeah, that's a video game. You remember that's my job, right?
Yeah, but we had to buy 2 of games at some point in our lives because both of us wanted to play them.
Yeah, this is a joint hobby / business, so that we can do stuff like this together. Because Anna didn't want to do Football Manager streams with me, weirdly.
Who would have thought?
Right, I'm going to put my Ruckton sap over here.
No. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to put it on the floor. I was like, don't put it on the floor. Please don't put it on the floor. On there is fine.
The Patreon's at nearly 1,000. Are you kidding? It can't be. It was like 700 when we started the stream.
Kev likes to check.
That's bonkers. Maybe you're looking at it in a different currency. Yeah, it's 753 in English finance units, which does mean...
What? In what now?
English finance units. Which does mean we need to get the poll out, which I have got prepared.
Here's what I made earlier.
Yeah, I've got the poll ready to go. I won't put it out now because I don't know how to do it on my phone, but on my laptop it is ready to go.
Wait for a
but
finish.
there'll be a series of polls voting on the first custom building to go in the city. Obviously, there'll be a slight delay on building it because there isn't a city to build it for yet. But we can start the planning process, and once we've planned it, we need to order all the parts off Bricklink anyway. So it'll take a little while.
Football manager.
But once we get to 1,000 pains a month, that's when we commit to doing a whole street of custom buildings designed by the Patreon community. And when I say designed by, like, you suggest what we're going to... Like, some of the options on the poll... there's
Street names. Is that right?
Not for this poll.
Oh.
Some of the options on the poll for this first building, I've given categories. So it'll be stuff like... I can give you the categories. Let me find it. I've got a draft of the poll on here.
You know when I get my phone out...
Because you just sit there looking at the internet. I'm giving them information.
When I'm on my phone on here, I'm looking at something.
So these are going to be your 5 categories you can vote on.
It's not so booming.
Category 1, a classic city building. For example, and we'd narrow it down further, but you're just voting on category at the moment. For example, something like a bakery, a post office, a music shop, something like that.
Fish and chip.
Yeah.
Shop.
Category 2, a pop culture inspired building. So like an arcade, a retro cinema, a minifig museum, something like that.
Talking about fish and chips, we had the best fish and chips on Saturday
Manchester
night.
does good fish and chips.
The best fish and chips I've ever had.
Yeah, we need to find the name of the fish and chip shop
Such a
that
good
we went
fish
to.
and chips.
It was the highest rated one on Deliveroo in Manchester City Centre, and it was incredible.
I liked them.
It was
and
genuinely
he liked
the
them.
best fish and chips I've ever had.
It really was.
Which I don't understand because they're not near the sea. Category 3 would be an industrial or utility building. For example, a train depot, a power station, a police station, a hospital, something like that.
A fallout area. Oh my God.
Category, well, that would go into pop culture, I guess. Oh. But that's still a category. Category 4 is a luxury or unique concept. So something like a penthouse, a futuristic tower, a modular castle. Yeah, something like that. And then category 5 is a Patreon themed building. For example, a block party HQ. So maybe an office, a creator studio, a little secret lair for me and Anna to live in. Just something like Patreon themed. So they're going to be the 5 categories. The voting on that will open tomorrow. We'll leave that open for 5 days, and then depending on the winning category, we'll then start to narrow it down to a particular type of building, and then we'll start looking for sets or rebrickables or both that we can use as inspiration, and basically fiddle with it all from there.
Yes, Jack Hunt.
Yeah, something like Battersea Power Station would be fun. A mansion with huge swimming pool and 1 million chairs.
No chairs.
Chairs are the sign of wealth, I think you'll find.
It's so wealthy in this room.
I mean,
so many
not
chairs.
that I want to brag to any Football Manager viewers are here, but I'm currently sat in a room that contains 12 chairs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So,
6,
you know,
7,
there's only 2 of
8,
us who live in
9,
this house.
10. Did you include the beanbag?
No, so
That's a
13.
chair.
Yeah, we are properly chair rich. Don't say my full name together, it sounds so bad.
It does, Jack Hunt.
Stop it! No, seriously. People,
I'm saying Jack!
Yes, but we've had videos demonetised on YouTube before for me saying the name of a famous German football person, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. I said his name and got demonetised, and the demonetisation was held up on appeal because they were still like, you still said the word.
Well, I wasn't saying any word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're saying the word or not. If YouTube think you're saying the word, then you get punished for it. So yeah, don't say his name in full.
Okay. Sorry, Jack.
Right, we are finally building the building that I thought this build was. It's been mostly car vehicle.
What is the car? Oh.
Where's the other thing that I need? Where's it gone? Where is it? Where's it gone? I found it. Here it is.
Shush.
I will not shush.
Shush.
I will not.
You're doing your booming thing again.
I'm
and
excitable.
It hurts in my head.
I'm giddy.
I am trying to stay here, but I can't do it with your boomness.
Ta-da! Yeah, you can say his name as long as you leave a significant gap. So it's Jack Hunt. And then that's fine. How are you going to transport your already built sets to the city, to the unit? I'm going to throw them in the back of the car and hope they survive.
He's not joking. He will do that.
I mean, I won't throw them, but I mean, what can I do? I did speak to, I need to remember his channel name, and I've watched his videos as well, so I am an ignorant turd. One of the guys who was exhibiting a city at Bricktastic, and I've watched loads of his videos of him building this city. I can't for the life of me remember the name of his channel, but he transported his whole city to Bricktastic.
Clingfilm is your friend.
Well, he showed me how he transported it, and he bought these little foldable basket things from IKEA, which are designed to go into the Kallax unit, and they fold up, and they are apparently perfect. Put one building in each one of them.
We used to have. We used to have them.
Yeah.
Them foldable. Yeah.
He uses them. He puts one building in each, and he said it was fine. And he drove from wherever he's from in Yorkshire to Manchester, and it didn't all fall apart.
You've got our clothes in them.
Yeah. Yes, exactly them.
Yeah.
Exactly them. So we need some of them. That seems to be the solution. But I've just got to accept.
Come this way.
I've got to accept.
You're going to throw them on the floor.
I've just got to accept some of it is going to get broken. Like the Avengers Tower arrived here in 1,000 pieces, even though we only drove it half a mile from our old house to this house.
Not even that far.
It's just, yeah, it's probably about half a mile, but it's so big that there's just no way to. If you lay it on its side, it will just collapse in on itself because it's not built to support itself in that direction. And if you try and keep it up straight, it will just shake and topple.
Well, I can sit in the back with it now. We've got a bigger car.
Yeah, potentially we will just have Anna hold it for 10 minutes.
And drive very very slowly.
But then we'll have to do the same thing for the Daily Bugle as well, and probably the same thing for the Lighthouse, and anything that's tall and topply is going to need the Anna in the back treatment.
I think. Oh, these are all just
But some of it's just going to get broken, and it's Lego. It doesn't matter. It'll just get rebuilt. It's not like we're transporting bone china.
It's beginning to look a lot.
I apologise now because I know Kev has answered this before, but is this month or next month you can become a Lego brand ambassador? We can apply in about a week because that'll be a year from our first video on this channel. I'm not completely sure we're going to. We need whether we're applying to be Lego brand ambassadors or not. We need to.
Why?
Because some of the criteria I'm not sure I'm completely happy about. The free Lego's a big perk. Some of the strings that come attached to it, I need to really look into it and really think about whether it's a good idea.
No, you're telling me we're not doing that.
We're working towards this being our main source of income. We don't need free Lego to make it. We don't need free Lego. We make more out of a brand deal than a Lego set would cost. We don't need free Lego. We can actually exchange our time for money rather than free toys. So we might become Lego brand ambassadors. We might not. We'll see. We'll do, if I decide it's a good idea, we'll do it. If I decide it's a bad idea and will adversely affect the channel, then I won't. Because I think if it puts limitations on the kind of content we can make, then
Our chairs don't all face the TV.
Then long term, it causes more problems than it does benefits. The big area that I'm concerned with is if you're a Lego brand ambassador, you're not allowed to reference any kind of leaks or rumours. And that is a big part of what I do on TikTok.
But you get
And
you got told off for it.
Once, but we make like it really depends on how much free Lego you get, because we make like £600 a month on TikTok, and if I can't make those TikToks anymore, are we going to get £600 a month for free Lego? I'm not sure that we will. I'm not sure.
You see how much comes out every month.
Yeah, but you don't get it all. They send you.
Seems like it. Oh, sugar, no.
And like, if someone came into the stream now and said, "Hey, Kev, have you seen the rumoured Beauty and the Beast Disney castle that's coming out in April?" We'd just have to be like, "No," even though we have. Of course, we've seen the rumours. Of course, we have, and yes, we're excited and it looks cool. But if you're an ambassador, you're not even allowed to answer that question. I don't think. This is what I need to clarify. We'll see, is the answer. You mentioned rumours on stream too. Yeah, exactly. You can't mention rumours at all.
Then don't mention them.
But that's a big part of what we do. So the be all and end all isn't scoring a few free Lego sets. It's making this into a sustainable business. And the way to do that is to I've been burnt enough by relying on the brand Football Manager. I don't want to be reliant on Lego. I want to build the platform in its own right. We'll see. I need to read the contract properly and probably go and snoop around some brand ambassadors' channels and see what they actually do. And see if it's a rule that's actually enforced. Because this is the problem I have with my little autumnal brain. If I see a rule, I follow the rule. And then we find out that nobody else does, and it's not really a rule. And Anna has to explain to me that it's not actually a rule and it is actually okay. So we need to find out, A, if it is an actual rule, so I need to read the contract properly, which I haven't done yet. And B, if it is a written rule, is it an actual enforced rule, or is it just something that everyone ignores and you can just do what you want? Like, for example, does Brixie comment on rumours ever? I'd have to go and watch a bunch of his stuff and see. Oof, sugar.
You're not smacked.
And maybe some of you could help us out with that. If you watch other content creators who you know are in the Ambassador Network, do they ever talk about rumours? While you've got freedom of speech, any rumours on March 1st GWCs? I've not seen them, actually. I've not normally would have seen them by now. Are they out? Have I just missed them? Because we've been busy for a few days. I haven't done the normal amount of research I would have done by this point of a month. Because we've been in Manchester and we've been sorting out the storage unit.
We live about there, by the way.
We do. Anna's just doxed us.
We live there! In that circle.
They only just updated it, so no one really knows if it's enforced yet. See, I'm almost tempted to kind of hold fire and see what happens.
There you go. I've done half of it.
Well done.
Halfway, people. Halfway.
Oh, she's halfway there. Oh, she likes eating pears.
On a prayer.
He's mentioned the rumoured Star Trek and Death Star before. See, that's interesting.
I saw the new Horizon things will come in March.
Awesome. Brixie definitely talks about rumours, but more as passing comments. Yeah, he's probably not making the kind of TikToks that we make that get quite good views and grow our TikTok. I mean, I guess with the new Lego City, maybe we could just slightly pivot what our TikTok is focused on. Because at the moment, I would say 50% of what we do on TikTok is rumours and leaks. Maybe we stop doing that and focus it in more on the Lego City. The reason... careful, because that's my bad arm. The reason I went down the route of rumours and leaks is because it was the only way I could think to have something new to put on TikTok every day, because we weren't constantly buying or building new Lego. Whereas certainly in the early stages of the Lego City, I imagine there'll be something new to show you from that every day. So we might be able to tweak what we're doing anyway. There's a video on this matter from someone who used to be a brand ambassador. Apparently they tried to do this a couple of years ago, but it fell through. Yeah, so
Watch your finger in it.
in answer to the question, we don't really know. We'll see. Watch this space. It's not something that needs to concern us yet, because we've not even applied for it yet. What we'll probably do is apply for it and see what happens. And we might not even get through the application process, because one of the questions on the form is what percentage of your content is Lego competitors or something like that. And ours is above 0, because we've done stuff on Mega and Carder. So
I thought you removed them.
I've removed the TikToks, but I haven't removed the YouTube videos because I'm not sure if I should. I'd really like the opportunity to talk to someone from Lego and say, look, does it need to be 0?
Because it was Christmas.
Because again, I've looked at Brixie's channel and I've seen he's done stuff on alternate brick brands before. So again, is that an actual rule or is it a suggested guideline? Is there a well, as long as it's less than 5%?
It's like what was that thing called where you put your uni work through? Turn it in.
Yeah. As ever, and I'm sure any of our autistic viewers will verify that this can be, as much as I talk about autism being a superpower, this is where it can sometimes be a bit of a curse. I absolutely overthink everything, over-research everything.
It's so annoying.
And until I am completely comfortable that I understand what the rule is, I'm not going to commit to it. Because I need to understand what I can and can't do, and it needs to be crystal clear. I can't operate in grey area. It's just...
No, it was like we were somewhere, and I was like, Kevin, just go through there. Oh, but it says you can't. I'm like, everyone else is doing it. Oh,
Yeah,
but
Anna wanted me to ignore a one-way sign.
No, it was not. It was just going across the road. There was nothing coming. You would have been fine.
Doesn't mean it's legal.
You should check Bricksy's review about the French cab. It seems free Lego comes with an obligation of positivity to promote it, even if you can't keep a straight face well. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, because I've seen some brand ambassadors be quite critical
I
of
would
it.
have... that French thing, what's that down there? That garden thing. I couldn't have been
garden.
happy about it. I just don't like it. It has fell apart numerous times. Like, obviously I'm not affiliated with Lego, so I can say this, and I didn't like it. I like the style of it, but it has nothing to... What's that one up there? The Japanese garden. Yeah. The Japanese garden.
See, that is another thing. If they take away, like, if you can't provide editorial, if you can't offer actual opinions, then I'm not interested. I'm not going to sign up for... I'm not selling my integrity to them. For again, it's not like they're offering us $3,000 a month. It's a few Lego sets a few times a year. Yes, Lego's expensive, but for context, I'm used to dealing in big four-figure brand deals. I'm not gonna, and I'm quite particular about what I do and don't do as part of them. I'm not going to immediately offer a blanket, yes, I'll be positive about everything you do as a company forever and never talk about your competitors, in exchange for what I imagine works out at £200 or £300 a month. That doesn't seem like a good deal from the creator side.
Getting away from Lego for a minute, have you seen the Mattel thing?
What, the brick shop?
How they're bringing out, they're bringing out, and they've got like, yes, it's like Lego, but they've got other bits that Lego don't have, and they seem very like useful in building. Like, I know Kevin's going on about Lego, but I just saw a thing about it the other day, and I was like, that's quite interesting that they're not just copying Lego.
Well, yeah.
They've got their
when you
own...
build a mega set, there's often parts that aren't in Lego.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, interesting.
It's taking shape. You also can't reveal the new sets they send you early. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm used to living in a world of NDAs. Yeah. According to Twitter, you're already a shill for SI. Can't do it for Lego too. I mean, I wish SI paid me.
Who?
Sports Interactive.
Oh.
Brixie always shows sets they have sent him, and he doesn't build them as it's not his favourite theme, etc. And he comments on sets that are not well built. So yeah, if he can give honest opinions, again, I this is something I do struggle with a little bit because I don't watch enough content. I deliberately don't watch a lot because I don't want to be influenced and copy what other people are doing. There's a fine line as a creator between being influenced and just outright copying what someone else is doing. So I watched a lot when we were first. Yeah, I watched a lot when I first started out to get a feel for how Lego content worked. For the last however many months, I've not really watched any Lego content other than the stuff by people who are doing something that we don't do. Like I watch Ian's Bricks because he does stuff from a trader perspective and investment stuff, and I don't do that, so I can watch that and not have it impact our content. Yeah, I saw him for like a minute in the queue. I was in the queue and he walked past me and said, "Hi, are you all right?" And then carried on to go and join the back of the queue. Never saw him again. So yeah.
So he wasn't.
He wasn't trading. No, okay. He was there as a punter. I watch Studlord, who does a lot of stuff looking at Lego ideas and Bricklink designer program stuff. And so again, it's not the kind of content we do. So I don't mind watching it, but I don't want to like watch Brixie every day because it'll be very easy to start being British Brixie, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, is he American?
He's Canadian, I think.
I thought you weren't allowed brick in your name.
You're not allowed Lego in your name. You can have Brick. But Brick Party's not quite as cool as Block Party, is it?
But you're just trying to milk off a rock band of some sort.
That's not true at all. ChatGPT suggested this as one of its 50 suggestions.
6, 3, 6.
Right. Bag the 5th.
7. 3.
Brixie was pretty clear about his opinion on the French cafe. He didn't have to straight up take a poo on it. That, I mean, the thing is, that is just part of the internet in 2025, isn't it? If you're not, like, it'll be a bit football managery for a second, but if you're not Zealand saying, football managers cooked.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a cool kid way of saying something's rubbish, I think. But if you're not that extreme and direct, you're a shill. Because there's no such thing as nuance in the TikTok generation. So apparently I'm a shill for Sports Interactive because I did a 20-minute video where I expressed that I was quite unhappy. Zealand did a 3-word title and apparently is the only creator telling the truth. And it's like, oh, God. Because people don't watch the videos, they read the headlines, they look at the thumbnails, and yeah. The internet's rubbish in 2025. Brixie recently added 3D molds to ballast his train tracks, so who knows the rules? Yeah, exactly. And that's part of the problem. As an autistic man, if I don't know the rules, I'm not playing the game. Which also annoys Anna when it comes to us playing board games. Because I need to have a clear understanding of the rules before I'll get involved.
We tried to play the Lego game.
I make us watch videos. I won't just figure it out as we get along, because what if we're doing it wrong?
Annoying.
It's just the way I am. I can't enjoy myself if I don't know what I'm doing.
No,
is
but nobody
correct.
else can either.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it
We're
can't
there
all
to
be
spend
positive.
time with your children, and you're there and going, and then we're all just looking at each other, and we don't care.
If everything about being autistic was positive, everyone would do it. There has to be some negatives.
Everyone in my life.
There has to be some negatives to it. Oh,
Pick that up.
I'm obviously going to. Oh, I was supposed to make 2 of these.
I need Pav to live with me.
Why?
Because you're hard work. Chapman.
I really like your FM25 video. It came here from your FM channels. Thank you very much. I think adults probably did appreciate my take on it. I just wasn't an overreacting
Do
9-year-old.
teenagers play football manager?
Half asleep Chris doesn't appear to have posted much recently, or is it just me? I don't think he does post very often, does he? Because when he does post, he's another one who
Who's
I watch.
Chris?
Half asleep Chris. He's a Lego content creator. But he does like 5 or 6 videos a year, and they're massive, incredible set pieces that get millions of views every time it happens. He like sent a Lego set into space and all sorts. It's like absolutely banana stuff. So again, I can safely watch his videos because I'm never going to be competing with him. He does so much animation and stuff, and it's also targeted at kids, isn't it? His videos pretty clearly targeted at kids, I think.
Oh, you're supposed to be there.
There's the monthly autism gold allowance. I like the sound of that. Off to Lisbon on Saturday for our 25th wedding anniversary. We'll be visiting the Lego store. Well, let me know. Someone sent me a picture of the Lego store there the other day. A few people are going to Lisbon. Everyone's going to Lisbon at the moment. Tinned Fish Reviews has just been to Lisbon as well. We should go to Lisbon.
No.
Well, we are going to go to Lisbon. It's on. Well, it is on our list of travel for this year.
3.
Lisbon is very much on the to-do list. It has been for several years.
Not if I can't go without pain, because it's getting ridiculous.
No, that's why we're waiting. You know that's why we're waiting.
Getting ridiculous.
I couldn't believe the prices at the Manchester Festival. They were pretty good, weren't they? We had a lovely old time. Anna ordering them from bed. I gave her a tour on FaceTime. I didn't even mention it in the video. But after I think it was after I bought you the Colosseum. Was it after or before?
I don't know.
I think it was after I'd bought you the Colosseum because I had to secure that quickly. So after I'd bought the sets, I then rang Anna up and FaceTime toured around it so she could go again because the big queue didn't really start until like 10, half 10ish. So we could have easily done another lap at like 9:30 if Anna had said, "Oh yeah, I want this, that, and the other."
I didn't really have any list. I didn't go with a list because I was like, I know how much things are, so I didn't have a list.
Yeah, nobody really expected prices to be like that. I mean, if I'd have known, I wouldn't have bought Lion Knight's Castle 2 weeks ago. A, because it was £75 cheaper there, and B, I can buy that later in the year. I would have saved that money for some of the other stuff that was there.
But nobody knows.
No,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's the problem.
I mean, it's the problem, but also what made it awesome. I don't, even if it became a thing that happened every year, it will never be like that again.
No.
Because people will go there expecting it, and
Just,
there'll be guys like
it
that
was
guy in
like-
Birmingham who's there with his big trolley to fill up.
no,
And,
but it was like that girl we spoke to. She had 2 things in her arms when she spoke to you. And then I saw her again leaving, and she had them 2 plus a Colosseum. I'm like, how are you going to get that? I just thinking in my head, how are you going to get that?
yeah,
The amount of people who like told us how they got home and how their bags broke on the way home, and
yeah. So it's never going to be like that again, because if it becomes something that happens every year, it will change the type of people who are there, and it'll just be traders. And everything will be sold out within half an hour, and you'll have to get there at 5 a.m. to be anywhere near the front of the queue, and it'll just become rubbish. The reason it was so great is because no one knew it was going to happen, so it was just a huge bonus for the people who were there, and you were part of this thing that was happening, and it happened there in front of you, and everyone was able to get involved.
Yeah, because why you can't take a steady picture, I'll never know.
So I was excited.
He sent me a picture and I thought it said 3,000. I'm like, why? Why are you sending me 3,000? Why is it 3,000?
Well, I mean, that would have been a good reason. I probably would have sent you a 3,000 one. I'd say, look how expensive it is now. Forget any plans of ever getting that. But yeah, for it to be, that was the thing that really blew my mind. The Colosseum for 300 quid.
And there's only 4.
New to the channel, I'm about to build the Titanic or Concorde. What do you recommend? I mean, do you already own them both?
Good night,
if you do,
Sarah.
if you already own them both, build Titanic. I want to hear all about it. If you are looking to buy one and then build it, the Concorde's like a quarter the price of the Titanic. Go for the Concorde. We saw a really cool thing at Bricktastic where someone had bought like 10 copies of the Concorde and done loads of mocks based on it. And they did a Roadrunner Concorde and a Goose Concorde and a Slice of Pizza Concorde and various other ones.
Octopuses with
Octopus Concorde. So many different Concordes. What am I building? I'm building the Animal Crossing Plaza set. I'm starting to build my Animal Crossing sets because they're going to go in the new city somewhere, maybe, probably. I collect books and go to a warehouse where they're 75% off. I told my husband about the Manchester event and he said, it's the Lego Book Warehouse. I mean, but that's the thing. If it was a warehouse, if it was an actual shop, it would just be out of stock within a day and that would be it. It would be finished. Lego's too highly collectible for prices like that to ever be consistently available anywhere. It was just a perfect storm of awesome. And we were very lucky to be there and be a part of it. But when I spoke to the event organiser, he was like, when you make the video, make it clear that this isn't normal. I don't want people coming expecting this every year and then complaining when they don't get it. Because it was nothing to do with the event organisers that it happened. It was that one guy running that stall. He decided to do it. He might decide to do it again. He might not. And I suspect it won't be advertised in advance next time either.
He must have made a killing. He had a line all day.
Oh yeah, even with the prices he was charging, he's not going to be taking a loss on that stuff. He's still liquidating an enormous amount of stock. He must have sold tens of thousands, if not like 6 figures worth of Lego. Yeah. I can't imagine. It's a queue that was 3 hours long all day, and every person was spending 500 quid minimum. You know, he must have. Oh, I can't even imagine how much money he must have brought through. Insane. I wonder if that event has ruined all others because of just how good it was. The mocks alone made it the best show I've been to. I mean, I think you have to go into the others expecting something different.
1, 2, 3.
The amount of times I've been to like a brick festival and they've been like, it's no Bricktastic, and I've been like, well, I don't know, I've not been to Bricktastic. My response to that will now be, yeah, but it's not gonna be, is it? It's not competing with Bricktastic. For a start, Bricktastic is once a year. It's 17 quid to get in, and it's all the way up in Manchester, and you have to travel to it, and we have to make a weekend of it because it's so far away. Whereas when you do a national brick event in Coventry,
they are just for locals.
It's 6 quid to get in. It's down the road. They come
travel,
to you rather you going to them, and it's a different event. Looking at it's more aimed at families than like Bricktastic is very much for adult fans of Lego. It is an AFOL event, whereas National Brick Events is a family event. Brick Festival is a family event. They're targeting different people, so I think you just have to go into these events knowing what they are, and hopefully that's something that through our content we can help manage expectations for the different types of events so people know what to expect when they go to the different things. That's my plan anyway. Have you been to the Lego house? Not yet. It's somewhere we'd very much like to go, but can't really go until Anna has a bit more mobility or a more portable mobility device. We can't really fly with her massive unwieldy scooter that doesn't even fold now. I had to lift it into the car fully assembled, and it's still in there because I can't lift it out again. So yeah, it's a piece of junk, and
I love it.
I know you love it, but I hate it. So we either need to get her a nice portable folding electric wheelchair, or wait until she's able to walk, it does mean when we go, it's going to be more expensive than it would be if we were able to just go now, because Ryanair are pulling out the flights to Billund.
Please don't do that to their table.
Ryanair are pulling out of flights to Billund, so rather than it being 30 quid to fly there from Stansted, it's going to be 250 to fly on BA from now on. So it's going to be more expensive when we do it, but it's definitely something that's on the agenda.
You could just go by yourself.
But why would I?
Because I can't.
I would hate it if you went by yourself. I want to experience it with you. We'll go together. Why? I mean, we just wait and go together. It's not something we're going to go and do all the time. I don't think
I'm ever going to be fixed.
Well, that's not the right attitude to have, is it? You have to expect things are going to improve. And if they don't, then we'll buy you appropriate equipment so you can do it
Hoverboards are due. Yes, you're correct.
If they tell you, yeah, your back is never going to be in any different state to what it is right now, I say, right, I'm not accepting no anymore. We are getting you a nice portable folding electric wheelchair.
I don't want a wheelchair. I don't want to not be protected here. I don't know why. I just don't.
So I'll buy it anyway, and you'll get over it eventually. And
see what I mean? I'll get over it.
But you will. You don't want it because you're afraid that it's going to be a problem. But if you get one and realise it's not, then you'll be fine. But at the moment, you can't go to most places. There's one coming to my area. Have you heard that you pay for I don't know what you're saying. I'm very confused.
What the hell is 2.5 slots?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Patreon has hit the 750 milestone. Yes, it has. Thank you very much, everybody. The voting for the first custom building will open tomorrow. I just need to get the poll set up. It might even go on there tonight, but I'll probably wait and post it tomorrow when people are actually awake.
No, you've told people that you're doing it tonight.
Have I?
Yes.
I thought I said I was told.
No, you said you were going to do it after this.
Should I? Oh, well, I guess I'm doing it tonight then. Yeah, I'll do it tonight then. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Voting soon on the first custom building to go in the city. Can you mount a tens machine on each side of Anna? In fact, that's something you haven't tried off the back of that appointment last week. They did suggest you could just wear a tens machine all day.
I don't want that really long one. I've been looking at a few that are quite short because they are long wires and I'm only little.
Yeah, that was one of the other suggestions. So she's got acupuncture, haven't you, in a few days?
Yeah,
you've got your patch.
The NHS doesn't offer acupuncture, so I've had to, on my thing, to pay that out of my own pocket, so that's why I couldn't buy the Tyrannosaurus Rex. No. It was another one of the heads of the dinosaurs on Saturday because I know I had to pay for that, so I put it back. Which I'm worried about.
You only get to go in for 2.5 hours for 7. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. No
that
idea.
Must be a different.
Yeah, what's the event called?
Don't know, but he's put it in dollars, so.
Oh, it's in America, is it? So yeah, we probably don't know about it at all then. We don't often travel to America for events. That falls under don't often. Look. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. You can get wireless TENS machine. I use one for my back, and you just check. Didn't you have one of those?
How?
No,
I had.
I got one for Lucy as well. Was it Lucy?
No, I've
who
got
had it?
one, but the reason I can't use it is not far enough away. It's just like I want a single. It's just like it was like I can't explain it. It looked like a peanut and had a thing in the middle.
You look like a peanut.
But I need them in different areas.
Anna, as someone who's done Comic-Con and Birmingham Bullring in December, early January in a wheelchair, they're not as scary as your anxious mind makes you think it would be. Yeah, I think it's just something you need to try
Yeah, but
out.
I don't want my stuff on the back of me. I like it in front of me.
Well, I could carry your stuff.
Yeah, but you don't.
But I could.
Yeah, but
if
you
it was the
wouldn't.
difference, if it was the only way we could go to Billand, then I absolutely would. Of course I would. Your backpack would fit in my backpack. You have your little girly one, your little female one.
Yeah, I want it out. I like to have it out on display.
I'm sure there are solutions.
I just like having a little steering wheel.
I'm sure there are solutions for that as well. I mean, regardless, we're going to have to get you a new scooter because that one doesn't even fold anymore.
Well, we just need some WD-40 on it. It's because Kevin smacked himself in the head yesterday with it.
Yeah, because it's stupid. I hate it.
No, he smacked himself twice.
There you go. We've got 2 flag options. We've gone for the green one. What about going to Billand by car? Could take the scooter then. See, Anna suggested that because I quote, going in the car is easy.
Yes, it is.
Spoken like a true passenger princess who will literally spend the whole trip with her mouth open drooling, honking like a goose, and be like, oh, that was a really quick journey, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I drove for 8 hours. I'm not massively keen. When you can fly there in an hour, I'm not massively keen. I'm not massively keen on spending 2 days driving there.
But then we can spend a few days there and do everything.
We can do that if we fly there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I use reusable cable ties for my zips on my backpack and put it on the back of mine. There you go.
Yeah, but that seems like a lot of twisting that I don't want to do.
I could do the twisting. Remember, you always have a Kevin with you. You never leave the house Kevinless. This is all printed pieces, by the way, which is very snazzy.
Your dad found Lego, didn't he, in his loft as well?
He did. Yes, he did.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can make it a road trip, Kevin. Stop at places on the way. You could have a stop overnight in France. Yeah, that's making it a long trip. Leicester to Billand is only a 16-hour drive.
So it's not
A
bad.
16-hour drive!
Bad.
As opposed to what, a 1-hour flight from Stansted?
I could sing to you.
You wouldn't know, you'd sleep the whole time.
I'm only sleeping because I'm not sleeping very well.
Train to Billand. I mean, I wouldn't be any happier getting that scooter on a train than on a plane. I think we'd still have problems.
Still stay with it then.
Seems to be a bit more than 8 hours from Calais to Billand. Yeah, but we've also got to get to Calais. You can put a rucksack in front of you and rig a carabiner. You did carabiner in Rome. No, not Rome. Somewhere you've done carabiner.
Yes, the other day.
got the Forest Stronghold Bricklink set today. It's heavy and massive. I cannot wait for the Bricklink stuff to arrive. I am very much looking forward to it. I thought when the doorbell rang at the start of the stream...
Well, no, you knew it was Dave's food.
I thought it could have been... I didn't know that at all.
Well, today you went to those old
I
man
thought
foods.
but I didn't know if it had come or not already.
I'm going to do this and then I'm going
not allowed to finish my sentence.
Because I'm not feeling great.
I thought that might have been my Bricklink sets then, but unfortunately, twasn't. Get the Disney passes and stop there on the mainland. I mean, Paris is 100% not on the way to Denmark.
Yeah, it is.
It's completely out of the way. It's an hour and a half from Stansted to Billund. Exactly. Anna's building the world map, the biggest Lego set ever. Stop off in Amsterdam. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that I do like the sound of, Amsterdam being on the way. That is, I do like Amsterdam.
And not go at a weekend.
Think of all the new Lego shops you'll pass along the way. Probably not that many, because the roads in Europe are so good. I mean, the idea of stopping in Bruges and then stopping in Amsterdam.
Oh, we're taking Rue?
No, we're absolutely not taking
I'll fly if we're taking Rue.
Well, I can't imagine you and him flying on your own like that. Because I'm not going if he is.
See, I think it's horrible to Andy.
I'm not horrible to him, but if we're going, it's to make content. If he's there, we can't do that, because it all becomes about him. We have to do our content. If you drive, it could have a lot of hotel video content. Think of the potential revenue on the channel. I mean, I'm not completely against the idea. It was just obviously so much easier to get the plane. Because it's an airy plane. An aeroplane.
Yeah, but you can go by yourself. I don't mind.
But I mind!
Yes, but if it's going to only be 30 quid for you to quickly go and make our content, I'll go when I can. I don't know when that's going to be. I'll spend the rest
of my life having to hear you say what a monster I am because I went without you.
Because then we can go at some point when I am fixed in the future. Just bring me a present back.
I could bring you the new Fabuland set.
There you go.
Maybe I'll go next week then.
Cool.
Got to go. I think it's mid-March that Ryanair pull out. Yeah. So it is something that has to happen soon.
Have a look at you.
Realistically, we don't have the spare pennies to do it right now anyway.
Do if it's 35 quid and you're going for a day or a day and a bit, I can survive on my own for a couple of days. I did it for a week earlier. Last year.
When I was being a Liverpudlian.
When it was. Right, there we
go. Well, I've just about finished my set. Hold on. We've got many more pages. Oh, it shows how you can link it up with all the other sets. Oh! Grabuloid. Oh, and there's a nice little layout for an Animal Crossing island there that I could completely steal. Right. Ah! Boys and girls. Look at what we've got here. We have... I don't really know why the car is part of this set. I feel like that could have been a separate set. Really, we just wanted the town hall building. But we've got the little... Oh, the microphone's in the way of it. Let's move that slightly.
He needs to get his stuff there, because he only comes once a week.
Oh, is that KK's truck? So we've got the little town hall. KK's doing a concert out the front. We've got a little tea party. And we've got his van.
Isabel as well.
I have got Isabel. I've got a couple of Isabels now, I think. Bring back loads of sharks. If only the yellow submarine set you built recently was Anna scale. We could then go on a submarine. You could go to Germany. That's another one that's on the to-do list. The Lego factory shop in Germany looks incredible. It's a big, massive pick-a-brick. It's basically an entire factory just full of every piece that Lego make. Yes, it's full of Pabs. I could make Pab come with me. Pab, by the way, old Pork and Beans, our little gaming buddy. We didn't realise he was a secret Lego pervert, but he bought more sets than we did at Bricktastic. He got the NES, he got the Pyramid, he got the chess set, he got BD1, he got a little Lego Dimensions Mission Impossible set. He got 5 sets. How many did you get? You didn't get 5. I didn't get 5. He did. He got more than the two of us combined. Because I only got the Burnabout,
I got one
the Friend set, and the other one, the Batwing. So between us, we got 4. Pab on his own got 5 sets. He's a Lego perv.
One of his sets was only a £10.
But still, if you drive, you could take the ferry from Horridge across to Holland. Direct overnight ferry. They have a cabin on it as well. Interesting. Anna does like sleeping on a boat. Folks, Anna is obviously packing up because she's ready to go to bed. I think I am going to end the stream here. I know it's a little bit early, but I did say at the start we'd end a little bit early.
I'm going to put my medicine on a Tuesday.
I've finished my build as well, and I now need to go and finish the video about the new studio and design the layout and send it across to Matt and place the IKEA order tonight. So we'll wrap things up there. Gives us a little bit of an extra hour. As Anna's saying, she's wrecked because she's put on a morphine patch this morning. So we'll either move the days of the stream or move the days she takes that.
Because it says on the packet, make sure you put this on at the same time and day.
Yeah, we'll just
every
move
week.
it forward a day.
So
I don't think putting it on late will cause any problems.
I've just got this pain here and I've had it all day.
Well, let's move it to Tuesday. There won't be a stream on Friday because we're taking Andy out.
Saturday.
Saturday's new release day, so I'll be too busy making videos. If the Very order, because we pre-ordered a load of stuff from Very, if that happens to arrive on Thursday, because it's supposed to be, it said it would be here by the 28th. If that happens to arrive on Thursday, we will do a stream on Thursday building some of the new release sets. So I think the ones that they have already dispatched. There's a couple of F1 Speed Champions, and the Harry Potter Night Bus. They're the ones that have already been dispatched. So we might be building them on Thursday on stream. Otherwise, the next stream will be next Monday. Obviously, there'll be lots of video content between now and then as well. And I need to go and start a poll for Patreon.
Send me PC Stitch. Send me that word.
PC Stitch to make cool. Okay, PC Stitch.
Yeah, send me that in a text.
Twitch streams this week, maybe. If there is, the most likely day is tomorrow. It really depends on how much stuff I get done. I'm so busy at the moment.
It's a busy week.
Yeah, it's just a busy time. We're trying to do so much. I'm trying to completely grow this channel whilst maintaining the other one, and also trying to restart the vlog one. There's a lot on. I've got Windy Pops as well. But yes, toodle pip everybody. Bye bye. Oh, my arm's hurting. So I'm all taped up, by the way.
Oh, I did that.
My shoulder is completely ruined.
You said you wanted to take it off yesterday.
Yeah, it's now bad again.